Good afternoon, students. So today we are going to do the last topic of this chapter, and that is meaning and types of trade. So till now you have studied about industry and commerce, which are two forms of or two categories of business. Right, students? And today we are going to study about trade. So basically speaking, trade is a part of commerce only. Alright? It is an integral means, it is an important part of commerce. Trade means sale, transfer or exchange of goods and services for a price. Trade is basically concerned about selling the goods from the producer to the consumer or from the seller to the ultimate consumer. And this exchange of goods and services is done on basis of cash or credit. Cash means you are right away paying the amount in currency, and credit means loan. Means you are not right now paying the amount in cash. Later on you will pay that money. Alright. So that is known as on credit. People who are involved in trade, they are known as traders. And traders, they act as a link or a middleman between producer and consumer, because traders help in taking the products from the producers to the consumers. So in this chain, trader is the middleman or the link. Alright, students. Now we are going to study about the types of trade. There are broadly two types of trade: internal trade and external trade. Internal trade also involves buying and selling of goods and services. External trade also involves buying and selling of goods and services. But what the difference is? In internal trade, the buying and selling of goods and services is done within a country. Within the geographical boundaries of a country means, suppose if the buying and selling is taking place in India only and not with any other country, inside India only, that will be called internal trade. It is also known as domestic trade or home trade. In this type of trade, both the buyer and the seller, they belong to the same country. The buyer will also be from India and the seller will also be from India only. And payments are also made in the home currency. What is the currency of a country, children? Rupee, right? So all the payments will be made in rupee only. However, in external trade, the buyers and sellers, they belong to different countries. For example, one is from India and the other is from USA. Suppose India is buying from USA or USA is buying from India. So both the buyers and sellers, they are from different countries. Alright. So therefore it is also known as foreign trade or international trade, because it is done between different countries and there is also different use of different currencies there. USA will make payment in dollars. India will make payments in rupee. Alright. So that is the difference between internal trade and external trade. Furthermore, internal trade is divided into two parts: wholesale trade and retail trade. In wholesale trade, the wholesaler buys goods from the producer. Who is the producer? He is the first link in the chain of distribution. Means producer is the one who produces the goods. He will sell the goods to wholesaler. Alright. Wholesaler will further sell these goods to the retailer. Alright. And retailer ultimately will sell these goods to the consumer. Okay. So what do we study here? In wholesale trade, the wholesaler buys goods in bulk or in large quantities from the manufacturer and sells those goods to the retailers in small quantities. Alright. Suppose he is buying for amount of rupees 50,000 from the producer. He will sell in quantities of 5,000 or 10,000 to the retailer. Alright. Persons engaged in wholesale trade, they are known as wholesalers, and they act as a link between producer and retailers. This I told you here. So in this chain between the producer and the retailer, who is the middleman or who is the link? Wholesaler is the link between the producer and the retailer. Now we are coming to retail trade. Now the good has reached, the product has reached from the wholesaler to the retailer. So retailer has brought the goods from wholesaler, and retailer sells these goods in small quantities to the ultimate consumers. Alright, so here retailer is the middleman between wholesaler and consumer. Retailer buys the goods from wholesaler and sells the goods in small quantities to the ultimate consumer. Why do we call the person ultimate consumer? Because this person is going to consume that good and he is not going to resell that good. Alright, people who are involved in retail trade are known as retailers. They are the link between wholesalers and final consumers. So these are the two types of internal trade. Now coming to the types of external trade. External trade is divided into three parts: import trade, export trade and entry-port trade. Import and export, you might have heard. Import means when one country is purchasing goods from the other country. So the key word here is purchasing. For example, India is purchasing some good from USA or England or any other country. So it means import trade. Example is given to you. India imports petroleum products from Iran and Iraq. So here who is the purchaser? India is purchasing. So this trade will be called the import trade and India will be called the importer. Alright. In export trade, we are selling the goods and services to other countries. For example, India exports tea to USA and UK. Alright, so here India is the exporter. So when you are purchasing from other country, it means import trade, and the country which is purchasing is known as the importer. When you are selling the goods to other country, then it is export trade, and the country which is selling the goods is known as exporter. Entry port is a mixture of import trade and export trade. So you can say entry port trade is import trade plus export trade, because in entry port trade both the things are involved. So in entry port trade, one country first imports from some other country, and why they are importing? To sell it to some other country. So I'm going to give you one example here. Taking our country India. So first India will import certain goods from, say from USA. Alright. India has imported certain books from USA, and India will further export these books to Nepal. Alright. So first India is importing and then India is exporting the imported material. So this is what entry port trade means. It means importing goods from one or more countries with the purpose of exporting them to some other country or countries. It is not necessary that you will import from only one country. There might be one more country from which India will import, and there might be one more country to whom India will export. But this whole cycle is known as entry port trade. Alright. Now coming to the definition of auxiliaries to business activities. It is also known as auxiliaries to trade. Auxiliaries means those things or those activities which help in fulfilling a trade, such as transportation, warehousing, insurance, banking, advertising. All these are a part of commerce. So all these activities, they help us to carry on trade or business activities. Therefore, they are known as auxiliaries or aid to business activities. Alright. Now in your book, differences are given clearly between industry, commerce and trade, and the basis of distinction are also mentioned. So you have to learn these differences also along with the basis of distinction. I will be sending some questions to you and you have to do those questions in your registers. This chapter has some other topics also, but we are not going to take these topics in the first term. These Rest of the chapter will be taken in the half-yearly exams. Alright students, so we are finishing up with the types of trade, and in the next video from the next week we will start with the next chapter. Have a good day.